Good morning, class. So, as you all know, we are doing chapter number 5, heat and temperature. From this chapter, today's topic is measurement of temperature. How we can measure temperature. Temperature is measured by means of thermometer. So, please underline this, and I hope everyone is ready with their book. Okay, if you are not ready, open your book. Okay, go to page number 77. Okay, and get ready with pencil. Okay, you can pause the video right now and do as I instructed. Okay, all right. So a device that is used to measure temperature is called thermometer, and this is the thermometer, which is called as a mercury thermometer, because the liquid here, okay, the liquid which is present in this thermometer is mercury. Now mercury, for your information, it's a metal. Okay, so mercury is the only metal which forms in which is found in liquid state at room temperature. Understand? Though it's a metal, but it is liquid. Okay, now again, please mark this on your book. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, denoted by capital letter K. The other units of temperature are degree Celsius. Please underline this. So this is how you write degree Celsius. Degree then Celsius. Your dollo chai shiko mathi. Okay. And degree Fahrenheit. This is written as degree and capital letter F. Understand? There are different types of thermometers, such as mercury thermometers and alcohol thermometers. So these are the two thermometers about which we are going to learn today: mercury thermometer and alcohol thermometer. So here it's called mercury thermometer because the liquid here, okay, the one which is shown in black color, the liquid here is mercury. Okay, but instead of mercury, if you have a thermometer which has alcohol in it, okay, mercury ko badli chai alcohol cha bhane chai tyo thermometer lai we call it as alcohol thermometer. Understand? So here we learn three units. Okay, one is Kelvin, which is the SI unit. Okay, SI unit of temperature. Apart from Kelvin, you have two more units in which you can measure temperature: degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. Now, very important thing to remember here, that Celsius, it has degree, Fahrenheit also it has degree, but Kelvin has no degree on it. So Kelvin ko chai no degree has to be written along with Kelvin. Just K is the symbol by which you can denote Kelvin. Okay, clear? Okay, now let's learn mercury thermometer. A mercury thermometer consists of a tiny thin glass capillary tube of uniform bore. So here you have a thin glass tube of uniform bore. Uniform bore भनेको चाहिँ के हो? यो ग्लासको चाहिँ यहाँ बीचमा के छ? दुलो छ, hollow छ, एउटा बीचमा सानो बडे hollowness छ. So त्यसलाई चाहिँ भन्छ bore. Okay, with a bulb at one end. So here you can see a bulb. Okay, here you can see the bulb. It's written bulb also, isn't it? The bulb and a part of the capillary tube are filled with mercury. So this bulb and this tube is filled with what? Mercury. The capillary tube is protected by thick glass stem. So your tube चाहिँ केले protect गरेको छ? Thick glass ले. Understand? A sort of funnel is formed at the other end of the capillary tube. So यहाँ चाहिँ के छ? एउटा sort of a funnel यहाँनिर. Understand? So this is how your mercury thermometer looks like. Okay, so please draw this. This is your homework. Okay, to draw the mercury thermometer, that is figure number 5.6. all right, so now why it is advantage to use mercury. So let's see the advantage of using mercury. So we have learned that there are two types of thermometers. One is mercury thermometer, other one is alcohol thermometer. So now what are the advantages of using mercury as the liquid in the thermometer? Understand? Now these are the five advantages. You can number it also: 1 2 3 4 5. Number it. Okay, there are how many advantages? 5 advantages. Now underline, mercury can be used over a wide range of temperatures. So when you use mercury, you can measure temperature from minus 39 degrees Celsius to 315 degrees Celsius. You can imagine how hot the object will be at 357 degrees Celsius. Other advantage is it expands in uniform. Its expansion is uniform. एकै नासले चाहिँ के हुन्छ, यो expand हुँदै जान्छ by the absorption of heat energy. Number 3, it can be easily seen through the glass. Okay, so glass tube बाट चाहिँ you can easily see the mercury. Symbol of mercury is Hg. I hope you have learned this in chemistry. Okay, see, mercury starts from M, but the symbol is Hg. Why? Because the symbol of mercury, that is Hg, is taken from the Latin name of mercury. Okay, now the fourth advantage is it does not stick to the glass. For example, if you take a glass of water, okay, you have a glass of water, you drink this glass of water from this glass, you will see that some droplets are still sticking to the glass, isn't it? But that does not happen with mercury. So it does not stick to the glass. Mercury चाहिँ टाँसिँदैन ग्लासमा. Okay, it can be easily obtained in pure form. So mercury can be easily obtained in pure form, and that is the fifth advantage of using mercury in the thermometer. All right, now see, everything has advantages and disadvantages, isn't it? Everything has positive and a negative side, isn't it? राम्रो नराम्रो दुईटै हुन्छ सबैकोमा, मान्छेकोमा पनि, isn't it? So similarly, there are two disadvantages of using mercury in the thermometer. Number 1, you cannot measure the temperature below minus 39 degrees Celsius. So if you have a temperature of minus 50 degrees Celsius, then you cannot measure this low temperature with the help of mercury thermometer, because mercury thermometer can measure up to minus 39 degrees Celsius. All right, now it expands slowly. So here we learn that expands uniform. Okay, expansion is uniform, but the expansion is slow. Understand? So that is why its linear coefficient of expansion is slow. So this part you will understand in the higher classes. So just remember that its expansion is slow, though it's uniform but slow. Understand? So these are the advantages and disadvantages of using mercury in the thermometer. Now let's learn about the second type of thermometer, that is alcohol thermometers. Now alcohol thermometers are used in regions like Arctic and Antarctic. So you know North Pole and South Pole, they are very very cold, always covered with snows, isn't it? So where the temperature is very low, alcohol freezes at minus 115 degrees Celsius, whereas mercury freezes as minus 39 degrees Celsius. So you know the temperatures at North Pole and South Pole are very 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 low. Understand? Now since the freezing point of alcohol is how much? Minus 115 degrees Celsius. This is the freezing point of alcohol. Understand? Whereas the freezing point of mercury is minus 39 degrees Celsius. यति बेला त जामिन्छ यो टेम्परेचरमा चाहिँ. So mercury जामेपछि can it measure temperature? No, it cannot measure temperature. Understand? Whereas alcohol freezes only at minus 115 degrees Celsius. So that's why you can use alcohol thermometers in Arctic and Antarctic to measure the low temperatures. Now apart from mercury and alcohol, why it's not, isn't it, why do we not use water? So please put a star mark here. Water cannot be used as a thermometric liquid. Now what is thermometric liquid? Thermometric liquid is the liquid which is present in the mercury. So the liquid which is used in the thermometer is called thermometric liquid. Okay, as it freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and its expansion is irregular. So for this, three reasons. Okay, number one reason for not using water in the thermometer is it freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, its expansion is irregular, and it also sticks to the glass. So these are 1, 2 and 3 reasons for not using what? Water. Okay, for not using water as the liquid in the thermometer, that is called as thermometric liquid. Understand? Now let's see the advantages of thermometer. Okay, what thermometer? Alcohol thermometer. Okay, it has two advantages. Number one is on page number 77. Number 2 is on page number 78. Now it has very low freezing point, that is minus. So put here minus. Okay, the book doesn't have minus sign there. So minus 115 degrees Celsius. So it can be used to measure very low temperatures in Arctic and Antarctic regions. So that's why it makes possible to measure temperature, very low temperature in the Arctic and Antarctic regions, that is North Pole, okay, and South Pole of our Earth. Number 2, it expands almost 7 times than that of mercury. So mercury भन्दा चाहिँ 7 गुना चाहिँ बेसी के हुँदो रहेछ, expand हुँदो रहेछ. Alright, so it can be used to measure very small change in temperature. So slight change in temperature also can be recorded with the help of alcohol thermometer. Alright, now again it also has disadvantage. There are two disadvantages of using alcohol in the thermometers. Number one, its boiling point is 78 degrees Celsius and hence it cannot measure high temperature. See, alcohol thermometer can measure very low temperature but it cannot measure high temperature because 78 degrees Celsius ma chai alcohol chai ke hunu thalcha, umlinu thalcha, that is boiling. Understand? Now other one is it is transparent, therefore it is difficult to read the observations. So see, mercury was opaque, isn't it? Mercury was opaque, that's why it was very easy for us to take the reading from the tube, glass tube, whereas alcohol chai ke cha transparent, means it allows light to pass through it. So that's why yo ke huncha transparent bhakole गर्दा यो टल्केको जस्तो फिल भएर चाहिँ you cannot be able to record the temperature properly with the help of alcohol thermometer. Understand? So apart from this, you have table number 5.1 on your book on page number 78. Put a star mark on it because it shows you the two differences between heat and temperature. Number one is it is a form of energy. You know, heat is a form of energy, whereas temperature, it shows you how hot or cold a body is, that is degree of hotness or coldness of a substance is given by temperature. It is measured in calories and joule because you know calories, kilocalories and joules is the unit of heat, whereas it is measured in degrees. Temperature. Temperature is measured in degrees. So these are the two differences between heat and temperature. Okay, now see here on this page I've said you that Kelvin is the SI unit of temperature, degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit are the other units of temperature, isn't it? So the next topic that we are going to learn is what? On page number 79, that is 3 scales of temperatures. So there are 3 scales of temperature. What are they? Celsius scale, from which we get degree Celsius. Kelvin scale, from which we get Kelvin. Fahrenheit scale, from which we get degree Fahrenheit. So how many scales are there? Number 1, Celsius scale. Number 2, Kelvin scale. Number 3, Fahrenheit scale. So please underline this. Okay, now from here mark these 3 scales: Celsius scale, Kelvin scale and Fahrenheit scale. Now from here you underline Kelvin is the SI unit for measuring temperature. Okay, so figure number 5.1 11, the figure that you have on page number 79. Please see there. Okay, you have three thermometers showing the temperature at three different scales. That is 0 degree Celsius, the lowest point, lower fixed point for Celsius scale, 0 degree Celsius, 0 degree Celsius on the first thermometer. On the second thermometer you can see 32 degree Fahrenheit, and on the third you see 273 Kelvin. Means 0 degree Celsius भनेको चाहिँ Fahrenheit scale मा चाहिँ कति रहेछ 32 degree Fahrenheit, whereas 0 degree Celsius in Kelvin scale means 273 Kelvin. Understand? So these scales, the three scales, help us to convert the temperature from one scale to another. Okay, so please underline here 0 degree Celsius भनेको चाहिँ Fahrenheit मा कति रहेछ 32 degree Fahrenheit. Similarly, your 100 degree Celsius on Fahrenheit scale will be 212 degree Fahrenheit. So 100 degree Celsius equals to 180 degree Fahrenheit. Understand? So please take a note of this. Okay, learn this. If you get confused here, you please ask me. Okay, now how to convert the temperature from one scale, that is from Kelvin to degree Celsius, from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit, or from Kelvin to degree Fahrenheit, or from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit, or vice versa, or in the reverse order, how we can convert. Alright, so for this you have some formulas. Please take a note of this formula. Number one is conversion. Okay, please note this in your copy. Okay, please take a note of this. Conversion from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Understand? Number A formula is degree Celsius equals to 5 into degree Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 9. So this is the formula to convert Fahrenheit into degree Celsius. So I am giving you both the formulas. Both the formulas from degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. So number B is from degree Celsius to Fahrenheit, that is degree temperature in degree Fahrenheit equals to 9 by 5 into degree Celsius into plus 32. So these are the two formulas to convert either from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit or from degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. All right, now how do you convert? Number 2, conversion from degree Celsius to Kelvin. Degree Celsius to Kelvin, and from Kelvin to degree Celsius. All right, so from degree Celsius to Kelvin, the formula is 273 plus how much? The temperature in the degree Celsius. This is your A. Number B is degree Celsius, temperature in degree Celsius can be found out by the formula. How? By subtracting 273 from the temperature in the Kelvin scale. All right, now you might be wondering how we are getting this 273 and 32, isn't it? For this you again go to page number 79, figure number 5.11. You see there that the lower fixed point on the three thermometers are shown as 0 degree Celsius, 32 degree Fahrenheit and 273 Kelvin. Means 0 degree भनेको चाहिँ Celsius भनेको चाहिँ it's 32 degree Fahrenheit, 0 degree Celsius भनेको चाहिँ it's 273 in the Kelvin scale. So 0 degree Celsius in the Celsius scale is equals to 32 degree Fahrenheit in the Fahrenheit scale. So आफ्नो scale मा चाहिँ same temperature को values चाहिँ के छ different छ. So that's why we are using 32 here and 273 here. Understand? So these are the formulas. We will do some numericals based on these formulas. Okay, for now we just copy the formulas. All right, now the last topic that we are discussing today is effects of heat. Some of the main effects of heat on a substance are as follows. Okay, change in temperature and the change in the shape of the body. So when a substance is heated, के change हुन्छ? Temperature change हुन्छ. Okay, so when you are heating the substances, temperature increases and conversely when it's ulta, when its temperature decreases on cooling. So when you are heating, temperature is rising. When you are cooling the substance, temperature is decreasing. So this change in temperature of a substance depends on the material of the substance and the amount of heat absorbed or given out by it. So the temperature of a body increases when heat is absorbed by it and vice versa. So here you please take a note of this and put a star mark. Very, very important sentence to be remembered from this paragraph. Okay, now change in shape of the body. When a substance is heated, it expands and contracts on cooling. See, when substance is heated, it expands. Whereas when you are cooling it, it contracts. Understand? Substance like heat गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो फुल्लिन्छ अरे. Substance like cool गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो के हुन्छ अरे? कक्रेर सानो हुन्छ, shrink हुन्छ अरे. So now you underline here. The expansion of a substance on heating is called thermal expansion of the substance, because this thermal भनेको चाहिँ heat. So thermal expansion due to heat. So this is because when a substance is heated, its molecules move faster and takes up more space. So when you are heating a substance, okay, suppose if this is your substance, and you know every substances are made up of what? Molecules. So when you are heating this substance, this molecule will start to vibrate more vigorously. So when it is moving more vigorously, it occupies more space. So it occupies more space. So when it is occupying more space, its size will increase. Understand? So that is the time when it expands. All right. So similarly, you see that solids and liquids expand very little on increasing their temperature, whereas gases expands much more as compared to solids and liquids. So from this last sentence, okay, what we understand is that among the three states of matter, that is solid, okay, liquid, the gas, gases expands most when they are heated. Understand? Sabbandha base is which one gets expanded? Gas. All right, so this is it. So we have come to the end of the chapter. So we have completed the chapter. Okay, go through the entire chapter again, revise it properly. In the next class we will do the exercise from your book. Okay, on the book itself we will do. Okay, and as usual today also you will be getting some notes in the form of question and answers based on today's discussion. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you.